Hello, hello. Sorry for being late. I had to go take care of a pet thing, which I ended up not resolving because that happens. I don't even have all my stuff out. And I forgot my tea. Okay, got my glove. My pen. Move my water bottle out of the way. Tea. I'll be right back. I'm just going to let you guys stare at the beautiful background. What? You guys so silly. Oh, it does work. Okay, yay. It just took a minute. I remembered to bring my teapot this time. I just gotta like shuffle everything. Sweetener. That can go there. That can go there. I can go here. Okay. And in like half an hour, the other lights will come on, and then I can turn off the lovely yellow light. Boom. Alrighty. We're going to do a quick one with Siphonophores. And then I had a piece of paper that had I'll find it. I have a list of friends, not of coworkers' favorite Pokemon, and the bird that they, or like the creature that they're based off of. So we're going to kind of smash them together and possibly make like a little magical girl type thing out of it. Which, considering how I'm not super great at people, is going to be an interesting experiment. And we are once again listening to the NCM royalty-free playlist. So where is... which I will share the link in the chat. Shit. I actually need both sides of my keyboard to do this. It's ridiculous. And I realized where I'd heard a bunch of the music from last week. It's in a bunch of the older like exercise videos that I follow with. So I'm pretty sure they're actually royalty free. They're just like bangers. Which is just kind of crazy. So I don't know. But yeah, let's do things. So I found a lot of images of Siphonophores, and I do want to keep this simple, but I wanted to show everybody like how cool some of these pictures are. Like, just look at that. It's like fluffy almost. What's this one? I really like this one because you can see the bell of the originator, the start of the Siphonophore. Oh, this is like a reference image to show like what the parts are, and because it's a JPEG, it's really crappy actually. But now we know we need like a bell or something larger for the beginning, and how we can have it leaf off. Whoops, which one's this? I thought this one was really cool because it's just so long. And it shows like, again, like the bell with the squiggles, which I think will probably move this one to the top of the list for reference images. And we'll hide that. This is the one that a lot of people show, like this spiral line looking thing. It's pretty common. Like this popped up so many times on my web searches, but it is also one of the reference images that I was been thinking about. So we will move it up to the top. This is pretty neat just because you can see like the little segments. Like you can see like individual little pods, and that they have their own little things going on. This one just makes me think of like the Alien from the Alien movie franchise, but I'm like, dang, it does look really cool, and you can see like the little things coming off. This is the one I'm using for the thumbnail. Get the little bell, and it kind of just goes. And we might use this one as part of our reference also. Just because you can see all the little fine fibers coming off of it, for want of a better word. We've already seen that one. See, like, I have this one twice. Like, we don't need it twice. This one's pretty neat. I think this might be like a drawing or something. Maybe I should make it bigger to see. Yeah, this looks like a drawing. I don't need that. It's like a picture of what a segment looks like. Like you've got ones that have different colors and stuff to them because they do different jobs. Which we might keep. We'll put that closer to the top. And then this one's like got colors to it. And I don't know if that's like because of the light that they were using, or if it actually does have a color. Tea is amazing. Amazing. Do I want to keep this one? I don't know. I mean, I'm keeping them anyways because I like to hang on to my reference photos. But this one shows like what different ones can look like. And this one shows like the beginning of a type of Siphonophore. Like the little stick with the little bells on it. And that's the last one I've got. So, I'm thinking we'll get out our sketchy layer. Okay, hold on. We're going to get rid of the ones that I'm not going to use. And then I'm going to turn all these ones on and group them together. I was touch typing earlier and now like I can't because I don't have my fingers on the key. Maybe I should put my fingers on the keys. That'd probably be smart. Alright. We're going to hide that. So this is what I was thinking. And square is probably not the right shape for this thing. Can I fix that? Canvas size. Edit. Oh. Nope. That's not what I was looking for. Well, we're just going to deal with the rectangle. What I was thinking was we'll do our acidy green. Oh, look, the lights are on. Sweet, I can turn this off. And I'm going to lower this a wee bit. There we go. Now I'll be less likely to slide off camera. Although, we do need to... because I have a tendency to lean. Alrighty. More tea. More tea. Do you like that love seat, Alfie? Because it's the same color as you. You're such a swishy little kitty. Alfie's all loafed up on the little love seat. It's more like an oversized chair. So it's like not quite a love seat, but it's like a big chair. But it's all like dark and light tans and a herringbone texture, and Alfie really blends into it. And he looks so happy. Doesn't he? Yes, he does. His face is all squished up, not quite closed, but like really close. Okay, I'll stop talking about the cats for a few minutes. So I was thinking we do something like kind of longer and skinny, like fill in the background, right? And probably go all the way to the top. Definitely thinking rectangle. And then we'll do like a orangey color. Let's do an orangey color because it's gonna hurt my eyeballs. We'll do like a dark orangey color. Actually, you know what? We are gonna make a new one. I just want the rectangle shape. Okay, usually I do 6 by 6. So we do 6 and we make it 8 tall. You get a keyboard. 8? No, not 9. 8. 8. Thank you. Color, RBG. We're going to remove the margins. We don't need that. Create. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy, paste. Wonderful. Okay, and we can close that one. No. And we're going to save this. And we're going to name it Siphonophore. Look at that. We got ourselves our rectangle. And it wasn't too bad. I am also going to do color overlay. We're going to make it a darker blue. Perfect. Perfect. Kiss. What we're going to do is we're still going to use the icky orange color. Like that. But we are going to do the sketchy. So we need like a bell. We just want like Excuse you, that's not what we wanted. But I'm wondering, do we do the bell up front here? And then kind of zigzag it across? So that's option one. Or we put like the bell in the middle. And then we kind of spiral it out, which is kind of how I envisioned it at first. And then we put the text in here. Where would we put the text if we did it like this? Put Siphonophore. I was on the wrong layer. So we can put Siphonophore up here, and then like maybe text in between the spirals. I like both ideas. I'll shove some food in my face because I have not eaten breakfast yet. I'm really bad about eating breakfast, like at breakfast time, on the days that I am not working. Actually, it's just in general. I frequently eat breakfast at like 11 when I get up at like 9-ish on these days. So I like the spiral one because it kind of gives me galaxy feels, like the Milky Way spiral galaxy. But like I also like this one because it just kind of has that line flow, and you can see the bell bigger. I'm kind of leaning toward galaxy though. One, because that's what I was thinking the first time. And usually, you know, like your gut instincts are fairly accurate. But also, that image that people see is so frequent. I'm just having issues this morning. Throwing things everywhere. Like, this image is, like, everywhere when you look up Siphonophore stuff. It's just everywhere. I kid you not. Pick up my mouse. Oh, the wrist guard thingy fell off. My setup is annoying. But you see like how I think it's like galaxy vibes too? And I can color the background a little bit more galaxy-like. But I really like this one too. I mean, I really like that too. What if if we didn't delete the thing? What if we... This is the spiral one, right? Yeah, okay. What if we... Instead of putting the bell in the middle, what if I put the bell kind of closer to the front? And then we have its spiral smaller. And then like kind of trail off. Or maybe it doesn't trail off down. Maybe it trails off up. Maybe it doesn't trail off up. Maybe it just kind of does a little ziggy-zag type thing. That might work. 'Cause then I still have space for the text. Or even there. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do it in white. Or like a really pale creamy beige color maybe. So maybe white highlights with a creamy beige color. Like, okay, we got white, right? And then we do like a little bit more yellow. Kind of like this color. And then maybe we do a little like of a darker orangey color. I don't actually like that color. Do this color. Okay. And we are going to drop this into grayscale. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Turn them black and white so we can see if the contrast is high enough, and it's not quite high enough on this color. So if we go and make it this, I think that's better. I think that'll be better. So those are going to be our three colors. I think we can still use this pen. And then there'll be just a bunch of blending for the bell. And the strings will be kind of different. Might need to, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. I'm going to delete these other sketches because that's not what we're going to do. I think we can hide those. No, keep those there. Alright, so this is kind of what we're going for. And I'm going to delete this adjustment layer. So we get that. And we'll probably do, just to give it more of a galaxy effect, we'll probably do some like purples and reds and yellows. In the tendrils, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a galaxy vibe, with little bits of white to make it look like stars. And I think that'll be good. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do, okay, the primary is this tan color, I think. We are going to bump that down to 50. And we're gonna bump this down to 50. And I'm gonna start with the background because the background's gonna be like the basis. And I'm not super worried about like colors for the background. Alright, we're gonna do, so I know that like most of these are like a brighter blue. Maybe we should get a color sample. So I'm not concerned about the black, but like this blue, pretty cool. And we can go, of course, darker. And lighter. And something dinged. My phone, it was my phone. Apparently I'm on some Quora reading list or notification list, which is really scary. I don't remember getting notifications from them before. I did have a Yahoo account at one point, so I'm not surprised. Me being all careful so I don't put like sugar substitute all over my keyboard drawing tablet. Right, you were there. Alright, I kind of want to do a little bit on the purple side. I like making purple the darker color. Like if I'm doing a gradient in the sky, for a sky, I will go, you know, light blue, medium blue, dark blue, purple, and then fade to black. So I kind of like having a purple in there. Okay, so we need that. And see, that's too thin. Do that. Okay, I think those would be cool. We can maybe do a green, which would be probably nice. And it's just on the other side of that icy color, so we will maybe do a lighter color. I'm probably going a little too hardcore, but I want options. Options are good. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna make the base this dark purple though. And I'm wondering if we actually do a different brush. This might be cool for the outside. Oh, yeah. Okay. like this as the line. I don't like how it goes sideways, but what we can do, we'll do the two here. Move that. Yeah, cool. All right, now I can go back to the other one. Is it small ink pen? There's a small ink pen. Apparently he was an ordinary boy. Until he broke the rules and his life was destroyed. Don't break the rules. This is gonna be cool. Kind of want to make this a little bit out, but I also like how like lopsided it is. Too small. Too big. Too big. Okay. Beautiful. We're saving. Gonna make a mask and another layer, because you know that's like my favorite thing to do, layer these bitches up. Okay. I think we're just gonna like make little smushes and swirls of all the different colors that we've got. So we're gonna need a whole bunch of layers. Make a bunch of different layers. We're saving because things happen. Alright. We can just do some swirls. I feel like in the middle would be darker. So maybe we erase these darker ones. So we got that. And this is another darker one, a little bit. Then we can do, whoops, not that one. Just a little bit of green. Okay, there's the darker colors. I think that was this color, right? Yeah, okay. And then this was the darker blue. Yes. And I know that was the darker green. Okay, so now we do next. Oh, that was the base purple, so we don't need to do that one. So we'll do a little bit of lighter purple on the edges, kind of up here. The mid-tone blue, which is probably going to end up going there. I think we need more of this blue. more of this blue than we think we need. This is all going to get blended out, and we'll play with the opacity and stuff and see what kind of fun things we get. Alright, and then the lighter blue. Getting closer to the edges. I don't know if we really need any lighter green. But we'll smash a little bit around. And the light blue. Oh, we already did the light blue. We got light green, light purple. Okay. With one extra layer. I'm going to delete that now, but I have a feeling we're going to probably put something there. Okay. Alrighty, let's get our blending tool and decide what texture we want. Kind of feeling like this short daubs might be nice. It's too small. I'm not seeing anything. Probably should have copied all of these. Hold on. Okay. I've copied them that way. After I'm done futzing with it, if I don't like it, it'll have like an original. So I can not have to worry about that. That's the green. This is the blue. That I probably should have made the base color of. Oh, this is that little bit of green that we've got. Not a bad thing, I don't think. The lighter purple. The light blue. And this light green. Definitely is very swirly, which is what I wanted. I'm gonna get rid of, I'm gonna hide that sketch, and I'm gonna hide that so we can kind of, that's actually very pretty. That is so pretty. I feel like it loses something. I don't know. I think we're going to leave that one on normal. I'm watching it change on stream so I can have that additional bit of removal. I think we can leave that at normal. I think we can leave that normal. I'm gonna, ooh. Where is... Purples are a funny color. Like, sometimes you can make cool things happen with them when you, like, mess with them, but sometimes they just get gross. Oh god, overlay and soft light are so subtle. I might just leave it normal. I think the green is definitely we're gonna want to do something different with the green. Oh, overlay's good. I think we're gonna make that the overlay color. And then we're gonna figure out which one that is. This one, soften that a little bit. Now, I think this is, I mean, it makes a difference, but it doesn't make a huge difference, so I'm not going to mess with that one. So, we might need a little bit more of this color. Oh, it's just like on the edges anyway. Maybe not. I am thinking that we paint bucket background because I feel like that's too much purple. Do we paint it black? No. No. We try the darker blue. Maybe we even make it a smidge darker. Oh, I like that better. That feels better. We're saving that. And then we can go to this mid purple. I'm pretty sure this is the mid purple. Right, that was the darker. So this one's the mid. And make a couple more marks. That is green. Or teal or whatever color. Okay, that's this color. Oh, we've got some awesome stuff happening. All right, blend that out. I can't help it, I like purple. And it, again, it does some weird stuff. And we can reduce the opacity a wee bit. I'm gonna do a little bit more of the dark purple, just kind of around. Smush that. I'm probably spending way too much time on this. Alright, that's the one that we... Okay. I'm almost like, do I really need that? I do. Unfortunately, maybe we put it at the back? Nope. I like how it looks kind of like an eye. Also, fun. Alright. I'm gonna remove this out of that group and put it down at the bottom. I'm pretty happy with that. So now we go up above, get our pen, get the brushes. So we are going to go back with our small nib, and we're going to do that beige color. Get our sketch back. Gosh, I'm going to have to lighten that even more. That is the wrong layer. This layer. I'm going to light it a little bit more. And now we zoom in. I think we're going to have the Siphonophore swimming off to the left. Just because the last one we did, the possum was facing off to the right. I do try to make a conscious effort to make different facings. And I feel like just because of how people, how English readers read, it'll flow like it's moving off the page with the words. I think we're going to do that. And we are going to have the head like partially off. Yeah. And temporarily, we are going to, oh, we don't need a pixel layer. We need a, excuse me? No. Making a rectangle. It's just going to be black. So I did that just so I can see all the lines. Yeah, we will probably leave it there. For the Instagram post. But I just want to have the Siphonophore like go off the lines a little bit, and I can print this on a clear sticker. So when you put it on a dark background, you'll see the little bits of the Siphonophore past the background that we created. Which maybe we need to make a tiny bit smaller. Yeah, let's make it a tiny bit smaller. No. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. What we need? We need to mark the middle of this. And that just gives us a little bit more space for the Siphonophore to, like, we can draw a little bit off the side more, I think. Okay. We can scoot this up a bit. Alright, let's draw the bell of the Siphonophore. Like, actually do the drawing. Get our smusher. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, we can do this. Okay, reduce the opacity on that, and do a little blending, because we can erase the stuff that goes out too far. Okay, maybe we keep it 100% for right now and just soften the edges. It's gonna be one of those ones that that's way too big. It's going to require some thought. And layering. Okay, so if we reduce that to 50, and then we like okay. Do one more layer for the bell. Leave this part of the bell. And more tea. And food. This food's amazing. wrong one. Wrong tool. Still the wrong tool. Okay. Alright, these are going together. And we're going to call this Bell. Enter. Alright. So I think the next layer goes underneath. And we're going to do it. Oh, where's my swatches layer? I think we do it the darker color and overlay. I think on the background might be too busy now. That's not what I want. I am simplifying this layer because we don't want the Siphonophores, the tendrils, to disappear into the cloud systems that we have, the spirals that we have. So I'm going to blend it out even more. Somewhat less interesting. Gosh, I feel like it needs to be darker too. No, I think it's too dark. I think we're going to leave it there. Alright, back to the Siphonophore. What's this? I think this is my next layer. Right. Okay. I've changed my mind. We're just going to do all beige, and then we'll do all the white, and then we'll do all the darker colors. Alrighty. So this is where we need our reference images. So it looks like the center of the bell is pretty solid. And it looks more like a cloud. I didn't do very cloud-like. See, I did more like that one. I'm gonna have to redo that. Okay, we're redoing it. This is why you have reference images. So we need more of a kind of cloudy, lumpy. I think it's going to be looking at us, so this is going to be the heart. Well, okay, this is the bell. And then we have the core. I got 3 of the letters right. The core. What the fuck? Can you like have the right tools selected? The core is gonna be kind of solid. And then we need another blob for the lower bell. Touch typing for the win. Okay. So, lower bell. We'll hide that. We'll hide that for a minute. Brushes. We're going to go back up to here. We're going to make it a little smaller because that's a lot of mess to clean up. And clean this up. Do our next layer. This is why you need reference images. Keeps you accurate to a certain extent. Okay, we're going to have these two grouped together. I'll call it LB for lower bell. Now we will do this one. Nope, not there. Pretty sure that I erased the wrong contour. Okay, I'm going to turn that one off. Oh, you know, for the lower bell, we kind of need a No, what the fudge? Okay, we need... Go away, assistant. I don't fucking want you. The lower bell needs a spot for the thing to come out. We're facing this way, but I think it's going to be like right around here-ish. So I think we need to fuzz in a kind of spot. For that bell to come out. Or the, I don't know what it's called, little stem, stock, core, to kind of come out. Right? I think that'll work. Alright, lower bell off, normal bell back on, reduce that to 50. Next layer. We do like select the correct layer, UV for upper bell, turn those on, cool, okay. Core, turn the upper bell off for a minute. We're going to reduce the opacity a lot. So I think what we want to do is kind of erase it into a different shape. But also like have some like veins where it's connecting to the top of this bell. I don't know if that's like accurate or not, but that's what we're doing. And then we're going to soften those into the bell. And then kind of just loosely change the shape a little bit. Okay. We're going to add another layer of the core. I think we should make it the darker orange this time. Then we do the white. I don't know if this one's actually going to have any white, come to think of it. I think we just need to make it more kind of dark at the bottoms. Like in the little segment divider bits. Upper bell will get some white. along here, like where things are thicker and billowier. On. I need to turn off that so I can erase the correct lines. Should I do a darker blob over? Yes, I should. Okay. We are going to do a pretty strong, oops. No, that's fine. Pretty strong, like, smattering around here. I'm wondering now if I turn that off. Okay, I'm going to delete that layer because I don't need it. Save. Well, this is only going to take me like an hour and a half, but I think I'm overthinking it. No, we're going to stay with that. Save. Alrighty. Do 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 do. It's Minerva.
She's a little snoring potato.
My little snoring potato. Are you a snoring potato?
She was whole.
No, Alfie was hiding on the love seat because he matches it. He was just, yep. Alright.
And her and Waylon were curled up around me. Yeah. Waylon just likes to be here now, and she likes to be on that pillow, and she'll ooze down and get close to me. And when she does, when she does that, she'll get into like a weird position and start snoring.
Yeah, yeah, she does that when she sleeps in her box too.
Yeah, it's like whenever she's in like she's curled up like a normal cat, she's fine. But as soon as she like gets in a non-cat position, she starts snoring. So adorable.
She's like, I know.
You are the most catty cat face ever.
I figured out why you and Waylon don't get along. Because both of you are very similar tempered.
Yes, I've been saying that for like the 2.5 years that we've had them both, or the 1.5 years we've had them both.
Wait, Nunzio just let you get away with murder, as per all the photos that Google's been sharing with me. I think Nunzio would have loved Alfie.
Oh yeah, they'd have been super cuddle buddies.
Yeah. Alfie would have just played, and he would have been like, why?
Well, all Waylon would have to do is twitch his tail, and Alfie'd be like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah. You would have loved Nunzio's tail, because he twitched a lot, and you didn't know it was there. He had no clue.
It looks like I can just do like squiggles with things coming off of them.
Squiggles?
Squiggles with things coming off. So we're going to do that. Squiggles with things coming off. I think we're going to put it behind that, though. Okay, so we're going to do... Wow, we're pretty small. We're going to go a little bigger. So we can do some blobs that are coming close and far and close. All right. And then this squiggle goes further into the back. Like it's going to come off and come up here and be super thin. And it's going to look like it's breaking up. In fact, I think we're going to make it even thinner. It's basically just going to be like the highlight color for this one. Cool. That is too straight. Okay, gonna go something more like that. Okay, that looks way better. Alrighty. So we need to do different layers. So this is gonna be one. We're doing different layers so that when we do the wispies, they'll be layered on top of each other. So that is why we're doing this way. We might not make it to Magical Girl. We'll probably get started on it. I am going to also that's not what I wanted. I need some circles so I can kind of have a hang on, we got alright, got that one. We are going to do a no fill stroke, give it a little stroke. Cool. Alright, copy, paste, and we'll make this one actually. Where's shift? Keep the scale. Nope, 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 nobody, nope, nope. Alright. Kind of want to squash this a bit more. Or do we want to make it closer to that? I think we want to make it closer to that. Copy, paste. Paste. Nope, 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 nope. Undo. I just want to... No! Okay, at least that's easy to move back. We just need to... Copy, paste. Shift. Keeps the scale correct. Alright. Those are the guides for the Siphonophore. gonna save this. Oh, itchy. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay. We can zoom back in. And we can group these all together. We can reduce their opacity, because why not? Alright. That was layer 1 of Siphonophore. This is going to be the next layer of the Siphonophore. So this is where we start getting bigger. No, this is where we get smaller. So we are going to kind of want to keep these. Make this a little bit like of a knot, like it's coming towards us for a little bit. And I think we're going to do something similar right there. Maybe a little blob right there. Cool. And this one. You don't want to follow the lines too closely or it will look weird. Like it won't look right. It won't look natural. That's the word we're looking for, natural. Maybe a big blob there. Like there's a lot right there. Okay, that gets really close to the edge, so I think we're going to stop there. Next round, underneath. Okay, this is going to be the first one that's all the way on the page. So, I think going this way. So this is the one that's going to come in. So we need to kind of come from there, I think. Okay, now from here, I'm going to try to hit here and here. Or no, maybe we should hit here to here. I think that's what we want to do. Going to erase, not paint bucket, we're going to erase this. Okay, so that is that layer. And then I'm thinking we do kind of here to here. We've totally missed, but we're not too far off, so we will just delete those and erase those. We'll go a little bit further, and then this one, maybe there to there. Whoa, that's like a straight line. I don't know if that's... Okay. One more. Oh, we were going to go that way. might be a little too far. Kind of wondering if we make it look like it's going behind the water there. Okay, I think we're good there, so we can get rid of these. All right. So we are going to reduce the opacity of this to 50 to kind of match up with everything else. I'm pretty sure that's what this one is, right? Yeah. And we are going to get a little blending going on here because you got this little bit of overlap there. We don't want that. We want it to look like it's, you know, part of the same thing. And we can do a little bit on the bell also. Just softening that blend. Save. Okay. Making a mask. Dropping the layer in. Now we're going to do the orange. And just kind of make some segments. Just wherever the blobs are. And then this is going to be a darker segment because this is popping forward. Here's another big, well, maybe like make a little. Just kind of showing that it's not, you know, all smooth, that there are chunks. Got a nice big one here. We're going to go and soften these a little bit. Blend this out. I don't know if this is going to be a good size or I've been thinking about doing like a sticker club or something, and I want to get a little backlog of positive stickers, like the one we did last, or one that we did on Wednesday, the opossum. And then the Siphonophore and, you know, whatever other ones we come up with. If I can get, you know, a decent backlog of them, I would really like to try to do like a little sticker club or something. And this is just going to be darker. Oh, that's not the right one. I thought it was the right one. Here we go. What are you? You're on a wrong layer. That's what you are. You are on the wrong layer. this layer. That might be okay, actually. Actually, no. This is not going to be okay. That's not going to be okay. Looks like it just goes like this, that's not even part of it. I wonder if we should merge these two together. Like, hold on. Let's erase this. Okay, and then we go down to the bottom one, this one, and erase like there. Oh, I know. Kind of like that, thinking. I just chipped off a scab and that felt really gross. Usually it doesn't feel that gross, but today it did. Okay, save. And then we'll go to the darker color and basically just make all of this darker and reduce the opacity of this for sure. I'm thinking this first one, maybe we don't reduce the opacity down to 50, maybe we keep it up at like 75, maybe even 85. And then we do the top. That's at 100. Upper belt, lower belt, where'd the core go? Did I delete the core by accident? Fuck, I think I did. Shit. How long ago was that? God damn it. We're just gonna do it with the darker color. Alright, blend the ends out. Make it a mask. Can't believe I did that. Do this color. Also blend that out. Okay, reduce the opacity to like 75. Okay. Ugh. This is so harsh. I actually think I need to do another layer of dark. Like I made it too light. Okay, I think we're good. Can't believe I deleted that by accident. That's insane. I'm going to take a quick break, get my brain together, and we will continue this shortly. I'll be right back. I come bearing Alfie. This is Alfie. Minerva just ran across the floor. I would show Waylon, but Waylon doesn't like to be held like that. Hey, Bean. What's up? Hey, yo. Mer. Hey, Waylon. What's up? You guys better not start fighting right now. You have so many hours before snack time. So many hours. You gonna come up? Oh my gosh, sorry, that must have been so loud. Me moving the little piece of paper that's there. Where'd my glove go? Oh, there it is. Hello, Minerva. Oh, hey. This is Minerva. You wanna say hi to people? Go hi. Oh. Well, apparently, she just wants to sit right there, which is fine because that's normally where her box is, but I had to move it because if the box is there, I can't see things. So, you might get to see, like, ears and things. Oh, I'm kind of cold. I'm going to put on a hoodie. It's either that or I run the heater and the heater's kind of loud. Waylon, you're not supposed to be up there. I need to move that. You can see Minerva's ear. That's so funny. You can see her ears. It's so cute. Waylon. Okay. Minerva's all like sitting like a little vulture. So cute. You have to like keep a little ear and whisker count. Alright. We're getting back to the Siphonophores. We're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. With my keyboard back out properly. Alright. Zooming out. So now this loops into this, which is fine. I think that works. So, do the thing again. Mask. Another layer. Throw that in there. We're already on the right color. I need some music. Put my headphones back on so I can listen to the free jams from this NCS playlist that I've got going. If I can find my mouse. Alrighty. Nope. So, like, this will be... I am coloring on the wrong layer. Oh my gosh. It undid... Stupid software. I know, it's like my fault. It was me. I did it. Do something like this. You know what we can do? We can get rid of that sketch layer. You can hide that. You can go all the way down to the bottom. Like all the way down to the bottom. Thank you. Alright. You can go back up here. It's basically just going to be dark. I can blend out the areas that I want a little bit lighter. No problemo. I heard a blip. Is Discord blipping me? Is Discord blipping me? Not sure. It shouldn't be. Nobody sent me any messages or anything, and I have like all my notifications turned off. Okay. Zoom back out. Put on our smusher. That is too much smushing there. No, it's an eraser. It's not the smusher. This is the smusher. Okay, I think we do need to erase right there. Get the smusher back. I'm just trying to smush some variety into the Siphonophore here. This layer. We're gonna go and just like randomly delete a little bit. And then come back and do some smushing. And then we'll probably do another layer with a slightly darker color. But we're going to save, because saving is important, and shoving food in my face is also important. Are you and Alfie going to share? I swear my desk is like a jungle gym for them. They're just like over here, then they're over there, and then they're up, and then they're down, and then they're climbing on me, and they're climbing underneath my little raised desk area, and it's kind of wild. Alright, so this is slightly further back than this. So we're at 84 here. Let's go like 75 for this one. Oh, we gotta smush the front part too. We need to go. Let me go a little closer so I can actually see what's happening. I got on some like weird Christian music station or something, cause like I don't know. I really feel like this might be too opaque, but like we do need to have the grade graduation, so we're gonna leave it. Okay, next. We might even make this one a little bit lighter. So this one we are just kind of smushing a lot. This is mostly going to be this color. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do a little bit of a darker color too. Alright, that's where that ends. Color blending. This is where it starts getting tricky because we've got two layers overlapping, so when I reduce the opacity of one or increase the opacity of one, I have to remember that that's going to like double, so I'm really going to have to blend it out a little bit. I think my tea is gone. We'll see if we have any tea left. Put it down so we don't drop the lid off. Oh, we have like a third of a cup. How exciting for me. And it's still warm. How exciting. Okay. So that layer was 75, so we need to go 71-ish. Okay. What am I listening to? Alright, this again, pretty much all just the darker color with less opacity. You know, I think we will do a couple little chunky things. And then come back over and soften them. Again, just to have some color variation. Now, this needs to be less than the previous one. We'll go down to 60. And I actually don't see any problems with... okay, yes I do. I do see a problem. So here, we're going to make this really small. Because right here is where they blend together. And that, God, that's huge. Alrighty. This is the last one. And again, basically just all dark. We do need to delete our little spot. That was our target for the spiral that we kind of missed. We got pretty close, so I'm not like hating that that's where we ended up. Alright, and then again a couple little, just to give it some color variation. I think we can make this a wee bit bigger. Alright, so this one, we were at 60 on the last one. 55. And where they meet here blends pretty good. Sorry, here blends pretty good. I don't think we really need to worry about this one too much, maybe? No, we probably do. Again, go back down really small. Smush that one. Smush that one. Eraser. Just to erase the little fuzzies that we made. And we save. Okay. And then this one, right? Am I not done with this? Okay. This one's like this too. Right. Okay. This one is going to get, we're going to go, kind of want to go darker and grayer. Kind of like that. Is that going to be good enough? Color swatches, that's how we test these things. That's not what I wanted. It is not dark enough. It's not orange enough. I think we do that. Or do we pick it up a little bit and do this? I think we'd do that. I do wish I could desaturate it, but it blends into the other color too much, so we're not going to do that. Okay. So make this kind of bigger and just kind of maybe a little bigger than that. Hey Minerva. I know, I'm sorry I moved your box. I don't know why you guys are all down here. Mr. Man is upstairs. He's awake. You could go torture him. You get to look in the inside of her ear. Let me know if you see anything that I should be concerned about. Okay. Got that one. That's a smushy one. We need to... Oh, we did that one already. This one. This one we get to be a little more strategic with. Smushing, smushing. Okay. And this should be that last one. Again, even more strategic. I actually need to zoom in so I can make sure I'm doing okay things. Do. Hey, hey, get down. Get down, sir. No, we are not we are not playing on my desk right now, please. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey. 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 Well, that went relatively well. Dealing with that for the rest of the day. I'm going to zoom out and see how we're doing with the Siphonophore real quick. It's a fun word to say, isn't it? Siphonophore. Zooming out. Cue beans. I need to do that top bit. Looks like some weird intestine. Hopefully that changes when I get the little tendrils hanging off of them. It's going to be interesting to do. Okay, we're going to go big again. This is just so far back. I don't think it needs to be like overly blended or anything. Control save, because saving is important. Alright, and then we just got this last one right here, this guy. And it's just this front one, and we are just going to go in super close and add a little extra. We're actually going to go thinner too, so we're going to start. That's not what I wanted. You're supposed to be in there. There we go. Basically just drawing like a lot of W's next to each other. Just to like show that they're segments. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're showing that there's little segments. That's what Siphonophores have. Lots of little segments all attached together. Alright, and then we're just going to, that's too big. So we're going to have to go down to like 12. Is that okay? Yeah. Whee! Lots of little circle swirly things. Alright, we're going to save, zoom out again and check our progress. Yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. So now we're going to put the whites on, which are going to be kind of few and far between. And then we'll soften them. And then we can do the tendrils. Like this front one's going to have the most, obviously. It's up front, we can see the highlights the most. Minerva finally moved. You two. I wish you guys would get along better. Instead of, like, just wreaking havoc. We might need to reduce the opacity on this. Maybe like 90, 85. See what it looks like on 85. 85 is better. Okay. So I gotta remember that for all the rest of them. 85 on the white layer. I think maybe one or two. Well, hello, Wayland. Are you gonna bully Alfie off of the little cat bed that's up here? Probably. Sir, Alfie was there first. Hey, dickhead. Leave him alone. Hey. Jeez. Wayland is such a bully. Alright, this is this middle layer. I really don't need a lot. Like maybe that, maybe that. I think we can go to the bigger one now. Bigger smushy color, smushy blender. Oh, I think we missed one. Boop. Okay. 85. And what I need to do on this one, back to our mid color, and make the line a little bit thicker, because this one's closer. Like not close as close as this, but closer. So maybe we kind of make this line a little thicker. And then this one we can do. Oh, shoot, what am I doing? Smart if I was on the right layer. Oops. Yes, okay. And then I think we do the same for the front of this one. Just a little bit in a few spots. Erase this bit. And then this layer. Make this a little bit wider. Okay. I think that helps a lot with the depth of field. All right, I think next thing is group these. And this will be the segments. Touch typing for the win again. Yay! All right. I'm going to start the tendrils. I think we should start them on the neutral, and then we can do the masking and overlay stuff. Oh. Dang it. Okay. These are going to be kind of assigned to a group. So oops. All right. First, we need to make the brush very small. Let's try like 4. See what we think about 4. Okay, maybe not 4. 10? Try 10. Okay. I think we can live with 10. Okay, and then we need to do a little erasing because we don't want to be so close to the edge of the canvas. Oh, you know what we're going to do? I'll make a mask layer later, and we'll just mask off an approximation of where we think it'll look cool. Alright. So, we've got... I think we're going to put just a couple more, especially in these areas that are closer to us or have, like, them all stacked up. We are reducing the opacity because these are not supposed to be like in your face. We will go ahead and make it a mask, add a layer, throw that layer in there. We should probably save because we don't want things to go away. T. And it's just going to be white, which we can do with a pretty good size, and we're just going to kind of do something like this. Get our bigger blender, kind of soften that a little bit. We might actually reduce the opacity a tiny bit. Like 80-ish, 85-ish. And this is where we can start adding the pretty colors. We have our color swatches way up there, and I'm thinking here down at this bottom maybe we'll add some of this purple, but we're gonna make it like bright purples. And just do a couple just to like kind of promote the galaxy vibe. I'm thinking. Okay. So we need one here. So these two go together. Shift group. Alright, got that. Go down to 10. Oh. It's days like today that I wish I would remember to go and set up my little remote thing, but if that ever happens, I'll let you guys know. What? You were supposed to be on 10. Alright, so if it's moving this way, so that's going that way. I think all the ones in the front are going this way, and the ones in the back kind of go a little differently. Alright. You're 75, so you need at least probably go lighter. 67? 65? Yeah, that'll work. Alright, make it a mask. Drop in this. We're gonna do the white first. WTF just happened. Go down. Supposed to be in there, not whatever you were trying to do. Alright. Do. And then we're gonna do, I think the green might be cool here, or a yellow. Ooh, let's do a yellow. Alright, reducing the opacity of that, reducing the opacity of the yellow. Alright, you guys go together. Right? Yes. Cool beans. Okay. I do want to... We are going to do one more thing, not to that, in here, this. We're going to add another layer, but we're going to add that darker, I just add this orangey brown. Make it nice and big, and put it all at the bottom. Make this all nice and big and kind of blend that out a little bit. And then we'll go back to 10. Yeah, probably need to go smaller. 8. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging, but I think we'll be okay. You know, maybe we should go darker here. No. Can always add the layers to make it darker. Might reduce the opacity of these two, like more than I have, just so they're more star-like. Ooh, got my color swatches on. That was distracting. Am I doing too much? I'm doing too much. And I think I'm doing this on the wrong layer. I am. This one needs to be up here. Just occurred to me I should have separated the fronts and the backs into different layers also. I mean, I kind of did, but not really. Because now what I'm going to have to do is take my eraser, and it's not 76, please, and just kind of go around and like get rid of stuff that goes over top of this layer because this is in front of that. Same here. I'm not being super precise. So we're going to take our blending tool and we're going to soften it. Kind of smush. Smush, 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 smush. And we're just going to yellow everywhere. Some white. Ooh, I went way big. That's fine. All right. Okay. I think we're back on track. I went to 8, I think. Yeah, we're going to have to reduce the opacity of the tendrils a lot. We could probably also blur them out a little bit. We will try both options. Okay. After the previous song, this is like a total bit of insanity. It's like the DJ was like, we're gonna go from like some little couples dance songs to a hardcore EDM something, and everyone's just like, what the fuck? Oh, I got a chocolate chip. Always makes my mouth happy. Little chocolate chip surprise in my yogurt. Freaking cats. Where'd you scare off Alfie to, Wayland? Has he just gone upstairs? I think he has. It was very not nice of you, Wayland. Very not nice. It was very jerkish behavior of you. Alright. Let's get some more of these tendrils down. Okay, we're doing this batch. This one goes quite a ways, too. Yeah, we're going to reduce the opacity of these. Whoa. They're supposed to be this color. Oh, something's going on upstairs. Everyone's leaving me. Alright. I think we stopped right around here. We don't want that. Hey Keith, how are you? Happy Sunday, Saturday, whatever day of the week it is. You got a KFC commercial in Spanish? That's kind of crazy. Wow. I've been getting commercials from like the random things that we talk about at the artist meetup, and it always just like throws me off. Like if we talk about, you know, somebody has a headache, the next day while I'm at work looking up stuff or trying to watch like a little video or something, I will get like Tylenol commercials or acetaminophen commercials or whatever. And I'm just like, geez. If I talk about like whatever, you know, weightlifting or something, I get ads for, you know, gyms and things. I know they say your phones don't listen to you, but I feel like that is a lie. What really wilds me out is sometimes, because my work uses a VPN, so I can basically like have a direct tunnel into their servers and stuff. And sometimes it'll be on my work account, like the stuff that's not linked to. Oh, I take that back. I do have a YouTube channel linked. I do have my weird YouTube channel linked up there, so never mind. Never mind. They're still listening. That will explain why all those commercials are there. But yeah, like sometimes it'll be on like my work login, and I'm like, I haven't talked about that like ever on my work computer, and then I remember like I have gotten that on like when I do unlisted, like when I don't log into YouTube or something like that, I will get a lot of Spanish ads. A lot. And it's really weird because it'd be like Disney ads, but in Spanish. Which just kind of blows my mind. Whoa, that is way too big for what I'm planning on. Woo! 3 streams! Woo! Well, get it in now. I'm not going to be here on Wednesday. I ate something that I shouldn't have, and I cracked an old filling, and so I have to go to the dentist to get that taken care of. Thankfully, again, it was an old filling, so I'm not like in pain or anything. It's just mostly feels weird. So if you have a lot of fillings or crowns or anything, don't eat the things that you shouldn't, like toffee or sticky things like, I don't know, bit of honeys, toffee, some gums. Like, be careful. Just be careful out there. Making it a mask. What color should... Uh-oh. It's a good thing I saved. I think I saved. I'm pretty sure I saved. Cancel, file, open, recent. Yes. See how much progress we lost. Okay, we only lost the making a mask part, which is absolutely fine. Save. Every once in a while, the software doesn't like it when I try to put a blank layer inside of another layer. Like when I nest them, it doesn't like it. Can't explain it. It just does it. I think we'll do red this time, because now I'm kind of mad. We'll make this the angry layer. Alright, that should be plenty. And then we go in with the white. Little stripies. Bust out the blending thing and blend everything out, including the red. Cool. Alright, so this one's at 71, so this needs to go all the way down to like 60 something. Save. Okay. We got this middle, almost middle. We got the middle. It's not even almost middle. It's like the middlest of the middles. I'm going to try 6. See if we can make any marks with 6. Okay, right? Yeah. So get our beige. Little stringy things. Definitely gonna have to do some blending or something with these. Just to cover up everything. My brain says this is a version of Barbie Girl. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Why are you in front of that? You should be behind that layer. You should be behind that layer too. Oh, right, because they're not fully opaque. Duh. In a Barbie world. Okay, this is at 60, so this goes to 50. We save. Make this a mask. Throw this layer in the mask, not as the mask layer. Brain. What color should we do this one? Blue? Maybe like a little frosty blue? We could do that. I think that sounds nice. Do 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 do. And a white layer, kind of stripey. Get our blending tool, do a quick little blend. Might be going too fast for the computer. Works for me. All right, these two go together. These two go together. All right, we gotta get our eraser out real quick because we need to do the erasing around the areas that it should definitely be behind. Smaller, kind of blend that out. That's going to be a different layer. That's okay. Okay. Might be this layer. Nope, not even that one. Somebody else. We're just gonna move on. Just gonna move on. Okay, we got this tight coil, and then I'm not gonna worry about the tendrils for the back, just because it's so far out there. We might do a couple out here, but I think we're just gonna. Then we're also gonna like reduce their opacity again, probably by another like 15 to 20%. That's not the right tan. We've lost our base tan. Our base beige. What are we listening to? I'm not feeling rap today. Not feeling the raps today. Alright. Keep it down to 6. Alright, which one are we doing again? Okay, so it starts like here-ish. There-ish. To like here-ish. Pressing too hard. Alright, and we come around and erase, because I didn't plan ahead to do a front and back layer. Kind of soften that a little bit. Alright. Mask. Oh, we better save. But I don't know. I don't want that. I hit the wrong button. Doot. Okay, alright, we did purple, red, yellow, and blue. Deselect. What color? I guess we should do green, because we haven't done green yet. I think we're gonna make the green melt your face off green. It is the tiniest bit of green. And then of course white, and we just do some stripes. And we get our blender thingy, and we go. We wait for the computer to catch up. Thank you very much, computer. We soften the green. Very nice. Oh, you got an ad break coming in 1 minute. Well, 50 seconds. if you're watching on Twitch. What is this? What is that? It's a nothing. Okay, you're at 55, so... You need to go below 55. You're at like 45. Okay, shift, group. Okay, and then this one is just going to be the couple of tendrils back there in the beige. Why is there a purple blob there? Oh, I know why there's a purple blob there. Believe it or not, I actually do know why there is a purple blob there. And it is okay. I think it's in this, it's here. Are there any other ones that are completely disconnected that are purple? Nope, looks like that was the only one. And now it's not purple. Alright, and you can go down to like 25%. Alright, okay, so the tendrils are a lot, so we're going to start reducing their opacity, I think. And I don't know if we want to go below 25%. So you go down. You go down. We'll go down to 30. So this is 40. I should probably group these together just so I don't forget. Okay. Alright, so that's 40. Which means you're down to like 45. Which means you are sitting at 50. All right, it's better. Okay, and now we can finally do the text. Woo, text. And then we'll just like go and erase around the edge or make a mask around the edge. We'll probably copy this shape and just make it slightly larger and then have that the cutoff. And then that would be the shape of the sticker. Alright, I should not have erased those circles that I made earlier. Sometimes I wish you could just like look through your erase history and undo a specific thing. Of course, could also like actually plan ahead and remember what you were supposed to be doing. I did not do that. I did not remember what I was supposed to be doing. Okay. Oval. Alright, so we're going to have probably some text down there. remember why we did it at an angle. Copy, paste, scoot it. Hey, excuse you. Oh, right, because I don't have any colors on. We are going to make the line an ugly, hideous color so that I won't lose it again. Okay, you need to go there. You actually are supposed to come up there. I messed that up. Okay, we're deleting that. We're working on this one again. If I remember right, I did that. Yes. Okay. Copy, paste. Scale it down. Shift it to where it should be. Like that. Copy, paste. Scale it down. Shift it to where it should be, which is actually smaller. So it should go in that spot. Yes. Alright, I think that might be enough lines. I think we'll do one more just to be on the safe side, because we can always... Whoop, 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 nope. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Okay. The text we are adding, I didn't write down and I should have. And it's going to be build your... So it could be build your family or build your community. Like a Siphonophore. Which I don't think is actually spelled correct on the stream titles, so maybe I'll get some angry engagement. I'm leaning towards build your family like a Siphonophore, just because of the whole found family thing. But community is probably more appropriate, considering each section of the Siphonophore kind of has its own job. Like, there are sections for catching food, there are sections for maintenance and health, there are sections for poop. And that's more of a community thing, like everybody's got their strengths. Whereas if you're talking about like family, you don't necessarily want people in your family to have a specific job, because everyone should pitch in and help out the best that they can. Do 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 do. Ow. Freaking. My streaming software didn't update that my window closed, so I've done things and you guys did not get to see them, and I apologize. Okay. I think we're going to do community. And I have the wrong pen now. That pen's not going to work. Oh, we get to do the fun thing of trying to figure out what font we want to use, too. Yay! Alright, we are doing this on... So, I think we want it on this one. Nope. Okay, this one's going to have the word Siphonophore on it. Down here. So we need this one. This one will say build your on it. Okay. I already can tell we're going to need to go up in size. Let's go 20. Alright, touch typing. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to make this white. Excuse me, white for now. Okay, I kind of think we want a script. We don't want something like, we don't want like an Edwardian script, because like, I don't know, maybe we do. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Maybe we do want an Edwardian script. Let's check and see what else I got, because I've only got a couple hundred. We could try freestyle. Oh, how about French? I don't like that. I actually like the Edwardian one better. This one's okay. I think this one might be easier to read than the Edwardian. We could do GG. GG's all like wobbly and stuff, and it's got that like spiral in there, which could be cool because it kind of pays homage to the spiral of our Siphonophore here. Is it Kunstler script? Oh, I like that. I kind of like this one. Kunstler script. I know it's probably not how you say it, but all the other ones I have are like kind of bold. Like we got Minstrel or Mistral. I always call it Minstrel. I'm not doing it on purpose. We've got this print called Never. No. We got Palace script. That looks very similar to that Kunstler one. I'm sure there's something that's different about it. Rage italics. No. We want it to be delicate. That's not delicate. Lazy Dog. It's got a lot of variety, but the weight isn't very much variety. Vladimir script. Yeah, I don't like the lack of variation in thickness. Okay, so we're gonna go to recent. Okay, so I liked... Oh, Kunstler is... The kerning is closer. It looks like. God, it really looks basically the same. It really does. I think they're the same. I think Palace script MT and Kunstler script are the same. Oh, Palace seems slightly smaller. Maybe we'll just use Kunstler, just because. All right. I do think we want it to be fairly good sized. So it's okay if it goes over the line above it. So maybe we do like this. Build your, and then this, nope, nope. This one says community, and we move it closer down to this one. We're going to hide that one for right now. Hey, Waylon, what's going on? What are you doing, sir? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, build your... Oh, do we slide over a little bit, or do we keep everything kind of in the middle as best we can? Nope, that's not what I wanted. What if we hide this for right now? Move community down. Then this one, we go here, put like a, there we go. Thank you. And then this one down here, we can actually move up a bit. Put Siphonophore right here. We're going to look up the spelling again. No, no, Siphonophore. And then we make this one bigger. Maybe even bigger than that. Woo! And then maybe move that down. Build your community like a Siphonophore. And I'm thinking we rotate build your over a wee bit. we've got build your, and I think community probably needs to kind of go around that a little bit more. And then we have like A, which can flatten out a wee bit. And then Siphonophore, which can probably scoot up a hair. And I'm wondering if we put Siphonophore underneath the art. Like, doot. Put it there. Alright, and I'm thinking we put the color as that do a lighter beige. I don't know if that's gonna work. I just don't think it's stark white works. That is not what I said to do. Thank you very much. Assistant can go fuck off. That is yellow. That is not the color that I pulled for this software. I mean, it's pretty close. It might be okay. Doot. Does not look like it changed color. Did it? It did not. There we go. Okay. Kind of feel like we need some drop shadow. Whoa, hello. Drop shadows or something. Special effects. We do an outer shadow. Doot. So this is going to be all of these ones. Oh, it's already all behind. I think we want you guys in front. I didn't want to be that offset. Whoa, not green. Why did you go green? Black is fine. Black is fine. Alright, we got 9.5. We can put these down. 9.5, 10.8 pix, and 37%. Because we put the word Siphonophore behind the this bit, so we have to do it separately. Outer shadow, 9.5, enter, 10.8. 37%. Close. Save. Mare. I'm wondering if we make them slightly transparent, like 80%. Where'd the rest of the text go? Right, I put it up top. don't have that. We're going to keep that there for a minute though, because now we're going to do this other thing. Copy paste, but we are deleting this, trash that, and then we're going to put this all the way up here for a minute, just for a minute. We'll go from here to here, and put that in there. That can go away, and that can go away. Oh, wait. I can't put everything in there just yet. Hang on. Delete. This we're gonna make slightly bigger. Okay, now we can put everything in there. Oh, no, it should be fine. Will it be fine? It might be fine. Might have to change the color of it. Shift. I actually want it to have no color. I'm gonna have to do I'm gonna have to go with the pen tool and kind of like make a similar outline, because it's the only way you can do them without fill color, which is gonna be frustrating. I get for wanting to have a cool edge. Complications. It doesn't have to be perfect. In my free time, as in after stream, before I do, or after I've recovered, done some laundry or something, I will probably go and smush this around a little bit, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to trash that. We're going to make the curve a mask, and we're going to drop this in there. And then what we can do is we can get rid of that. So now I can see where that outline is. It doesn't really matter right this second, but it'll allow me to like shrink it and stuff like that. Like actually shrink the shape. Like I can bring it a little closer over here, because I do want some of the Siphonophore to show past like the edges of the blue, but it needs to still be in this line. So we kind of need to do something like this. So maybe where I had it was fine before. Alright. Okay. Can turn on our little signature block. Plop that somewhere. Put it down here. Sir, you have an hour before snack time. I don't care if you don't, if you're not happy about waiting. Well, maybe you should be nicer to the other ones and they'll play with you instead of being a bully all the time. Alright. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put that in there. And see, we've got like this little bit right here that we don't really need to show. And that's fine. You're fine, you're fine. You're fine. Can maybe come closer over here, which means we can delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Ah! No! Don't delete the whole thing, stupid. Just delete the things that are not necessary. F you, software. Why do you keep doing that? I had a node selected. You did not need to be doing that. I gotta save before I accidentally actually lose my shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that later. It doesn't matter at this moment. It doesn't matter at this moment. This is just what is going to go on social medias. Alright. Do what we did last time. Copy. Paste. Did I accidentally do two? Nope. Looks like I accidentally took one out. Okay. I said copy, paste. I've only got one. Good. We are going to rasterize this. Save. Because it's always going to be small. It doesn't need to be like good looking. And then we're going to drop this all the way to the very, very bottom. And then we're going to make it very, very big. That is not what we wanted to do. Is this the... Okay. There we go. The fuck? WTF? Okay, why aren't you selected? Okay, you're hiding. Why are you... Why is the mask not selecting with you? There we go. Okay. I think it was behind a layer or something. I don't know. We are going to do an overlay thingamabobber, and we're reducing the opacity quite a bit, like even more. Okay, maybe a little bit less, like 12%. And then we are putting it behind the text, just like that. Maybe we'll play with it a little bit more. Ooh, subtract is fun. Gives it a little bit of a weird color. And it's pretty easy to hide. If I extract... Oh, we gotta... Cancel. Gotta turn our little icon back up. In fact, I think we're going to move you closer. Make you a wee bit bigger. Get like, I don't know, 18? 18 fits. Alright. File. Export as a JPEG. Actually looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Siphonophore JPEG. Save. Alright. Well, I was hoping I'd get the magical girl thing started, but it looks like that is not in my cards today. Again, I will not be streaming on Wednesday. I have been trying to stream every Wednesday. I know this is like only the third stream since I've been back, but I have a dental appointment on Wednesday, so I will not be here. They have to numb up my jaw and everything like that, and it's just not going to be any fun. That, and it's at 11 o'clock, which is my normal stream time. And it's probably going to be a 2-hour thing, an hour and a half to 2 hours, because I got to take out all the old filling. And it's going to cost me like $1,000. I'm not excited about it at all. Well, this is what we accomplished in 3 hours. It does not look like something that should have taken 3 hours, but it did take 3 hours. I definitely underestimated how long it was going to take in my brain, because I thought I was just going to do some squiggles and put the text in and it'd be fine, but that's not how things went. But I will see you... I might try to stream again on... Actually, I might stream Tuesday night It'd be pretty late, though. No. I don't think I'm going to stream again until next Saturday. So, hopefully I'll see you guys Saturday. I will put it on my calendar on, I think, YouTube. I think Twitch will let me do that, too. I'll put it on my Twitch and YouTube calendar sometime this week. But, yeah, if you want to come hang out, cool. If not, I don't care. That's fine. I'm going to do it anyways. And we'll definitely be doing the magical girl thing. And the person that's supposed to come over and drop off stuff for me to do is on their way. So, goodbye. Oh, wait. We got to find the farewell screen. Okay. Now, goodbye. Bye.